Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Frogger's playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we made our way over to the Arcane Tower after finding the dog's collar that we decided to put on Shadowheart until we find something better for reward. So this episode we're going to continue on, make our way up the Arcane Tower and get ourselves and beat the guy up there. So let's get started.
If not over, then through.
But we don't need the Caesar flower we have in our inventory anymore. Let's go send that back to camp. An excerpt from The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrux Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known never to have left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal in exchange scrawled manuscripts for the fresh meals and ink. Much is made of Borovia's gloomy climate. It is said the mists there confuse the mind and torment the soul, binding travelers in a grip of such despair that escape is impossible to contemplate. As the new bride parted that heavy fog, I confess that I felt no such malice beyond the onset of a rather stuffy nose. The same, I fear, cannot be said for my crew. Among those who had not already cast themselves overboard, the gibbering and weeping became such that I was forced to bind them to the mast entire, and navigate my fair bride alone. I went in search of that plane's dark master, having been informed that even my ship could not hope to breach the planar boundaries without permission. And so I probed the mists, defiant at the helm, and belting out a lively shanty of my own composition. Whoa, excuse me. The invitation did not long go unanswered. He appeared like the passing of a shadow overheard, sudden and terrifying, or certainly that was intention. But once the mutual assurances of destruction were dispensed with, we found in one another kindred spirits, and fell to conversing in earnest. At length, a price for my passions was agreed. Of that price and that man, I will only say this: he is surprisingly excellent company, given the stories, and the teeth do not get in the way nearly so much as one would think. Alright. One moment, please. Hello? Yeah? I'm I'm in the middle of recording my YouTube channel. Yeah, Fogru. I'll send you it later, but it's Mom. All right. Yeah, I do. Thanks, Mom. But I get. Thanks, Mom. Okay, that's good. Alright. Love you too, Mom. Bye-bye. And I am back. I'm sorry about that. My mother called. I gotta talk to her. She does not have cancer, which is good. Alright, let's read this. There came to me a woman, whom I shall henceforth call R, greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband, whom I shall henceforth call B. 3 months prior he'd suffered night sweats, crying out from the sleep that he broke the market chaos. 2 months prior he'd taken to calling himself by the name Saravok. 1 month ago he'd speak of a little else but the throne for which he is destined. I attended to be at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they bring shall awaken the father, and through them he will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the earth, where it burned not in red or yellow flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap, reading, "He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land." B shivered inside, as if walking from nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment. Treatment: herbal tincture of garlic and trace, sipped thrice daily until exhaustion bliss. I guess I was a doctor. Doctor's notes. These are fun to read. Little tidbits that I never really did on my own playthrough. Maybe I'll read more of them throughout the thing if you guys want to listen to that.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
Gale. Super stuff. This threadbare book looks like it once contained a play, but most of it has been lost to time, vermin, and an unfortunate ink spill. Only 2 full sentences are distinguishable. How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself my darkest me?
Seems like the owner was quite the literary type.
Yeah, seems like it. I'll take that book. Moldy cheese. There's some Tom of Madness. That's what we need for one of those quests. Pitchfork. And here's some tin mass spores. They're all here. Everything we needed. Let's go. Now we're gonna head, and now we head up to the next level. A dusty book. Let's read it. The beginning of this book proudly declares it had to be a play by Dame Anaya, followed by an extensive introduction, 23 pages of notes on the text. Though the book itself seems barely touched, one stanza is encircled twice. There is a light in every living thing. It's crawled towards the surface to survive, and in its wake it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest so that the one can thrive. Evil's Ascent. Chest. Why am I saving? potions. It's broken. I feel like they added more here. Yeah, that's normal. Is that everything? Just everything. Let's ascend once more. Ooh, there's a lot here. Chest first. Books. Nothing. Through the gray. From Barakor we made our stand, meant to rule but led astray. By wicked tentacle and wicked hand, this world belongs to the gray. Orendal stole all we had, yet taught the weapons by which to slay. Forge your minds to ironclad, this world belongs to the gray. The exiled freed us with his command to conquer what was taken away. Crush every moment to finest sand, this world belongs to the gray. Trade your heart for steel intent, for with whip and mind we flay. Let them all hear our dissent, the world is nothing but gray. That is a pretty good poem. Take it. Oral histories of Githyanki and mind flayers. This book comprises several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand translations of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 4, Palador the Swift, 700 years of age, Wood Elf storyteller hailing from the woods of Sharp Teeth. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the wood before the venerable Palador felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed, demonstrating I was no threat to his heath and peace, the more open he was to gentle inquiry. This tale, relayed to me on a chilly morning as we stoked a small fire between us, was like none I had before or since. I asked if it was fiction, and he insisted emphatically it was as true as his own right eye. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome quill, dear scribe, there was an empire of people, or perhaps only brief, an empire of brain-eaters, soul-wasters, they call themselves, illithits, the flayers of minds. The children of Gith were bowed, bent in service to the flayers, a passionate people made to serve a cold belief. The flayers were untouchable, their mind a great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free, until at last a reckoning, its source unknown, its power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not be cracked. Gith's children fought back valiantly, their freedom theirs, the flayers bent and broke it till today. Nice.
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. You examine them closely, but can't make much sense of them. Without a cipher or primer to aid you, the disc's message could be near impossible to discern.
That's true. Yeah.
No matter how hard you try, you can't make any sense of the symbols. You should take the disc to Lae'zel. She might know more about it.
Which disc? Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
The Roads to Darkness, an epic tragedy about power, corruption, and loneliness. Prologue, a lonely road. Thunder and lightning enter Soreth. New sounds to dampen dark oppression. Is it the foe that thou contemptuous heal? Or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake? Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Rissian, how would I know? How would I know, Soreth? It's been so long. What do I know of you and you of me? Soreth. Wait, do you hear that sound? Enter Amphius. What's this? Those fingers so familiar both. Still, you seem so strange. It's Amphius. Dear Amphius, what happened to your face? It's pale as death. Your eyes as black as char. And you, I saw your teeth, they're sharp as blades. What is this road so slick with blood? What happened here? What happened to us all? End prologue. Act 1, 10 years prior. The rest of the play tells the tale of three elven friends, their path to power, and how corrupted, mad, and lonely they kill each other. Oh, I wanted to read the whole thing. That's messed up. Not even telling me the whole story. Dearest Lenore, I'm not sure I should say this, but your last letter really worried me. Why in all hells would you tame a Bulette? Just because you found it near Myrna's grave doesn't mean that's a sign. I'm really worried about you, Lenore. A Bulette is not a pet. Using it as a guardian is one thing, but you sound quite taken by it. I know you don't want to come back before you finish your research, but if you are feeling lonely, you know my door is always open. Lots of loves about my It really warms my heart to hear that you put the autumn crocus flowers on Myrna's graves. I remember she liked to roll around it, even though boys sneeze, and she was such a soft. Ah! I'm assuming I'm supposed to read this first and then take the autumn crocus before. But I've already dug up the grave. Oh well. Ooh! More stuff to read. Let's go. Alright. The publisher's note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thorabrin of Baldurs Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that Artificer of High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard. But they forget that I am not so great. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and all the marvels therein, I was not but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. That was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earthbows and higher mountains migrating through the skies above. It was later I learned of their origin, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it still sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I earned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft, that the great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought. And this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of God's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fire consume us. Nice. Man, I love these little stories that they have in here.
The collar's trembling. Must be something nearby that's causing it. I'm ready. Well, look at that. Self-service for a pet. Or other collar wearer, I suppose.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Steak. Nom 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 nom. Alright, gotta organize my inventory. send that to camp real quick. I'll give that to you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh shit. Oh, you're already 19, right? What is your wisdom, 10? Let's give this to... Yes, Will.
Pride
You have
of
a
the
headpiece?
gift.
One thing.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Alright, anything else? There's a wizard's tower.
I spy with my little eye.
Toril, and whatever lies beyond the stars.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
And another thing to read. Excerpt from the True and Possible Adventures of Tenebrook's Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an intern. Wait, did I already read this? Well, as Aaron sign, we passed into the light of Eladrin. My astute resolution to sail around their forest was betrayed. No, I have not read this. It seems to me that the river itself conspired to change course, bringing the new bride into the shadow of the trees, that I might see those dancing fires up close. The form of the Eladrin, with which I am now intimately familiar, is that of elves seen in a fever dream, slender as wands, with hair every changeable hue, moods mirror that bay wilderness from which they spring. One moment, gentle as a still pond, the next inexplorable and deadly as a falling mountain. The later I experienced only after spending many agreeable hours, perhaps seasons, among them. A halfling woman employed among my crew as a smith dared to raise her voice in song above our hosts. The depth of the insult became clear as the forest fell into silence. It was only quick thinking on my part that delivered a compromise. When we left it without our smith, it was without her smith, and the only sound was the solitary ring of her hammer as she endeavored to forge a blade that would sing for the Eladrin more sweetly than she. It has been some centuries since. I hope she has succeeded by now. Oh man. The Fae have stolen her. Oh.
New sounds to damp a dark oppression break. Is it the foe? A foul, contemptuous heel.
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Or art thou, friend, a rescue from my lonely rig? Out of my way, I'm not interested in riddles. I'm a friend, I come in peace. But I am a...
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Come on as if you feel, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as an ex-wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
Oh, How will I ever know? How can I show myself my darkest? There's a light in every living thing that's crawling beneath the surface to survive.
And in its wake, it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest, so that the one can thrive.
Oh. That meant battle. Okay. I will!
The blade will not bend.
Out of here. Yes, attack the blade. Let's get that mage armor up, and then we'll teleport you somewhere. Get you up here.
Another fight. Let's go. Can't slow down.
Divine Smite. Damn. Oh, there's more. Okay.
Too much to bear.
Take you.
Oh, you crit. Uh-oh. Oh. Fireball. Ah. Alright, they're about to kill again.
Moving. Dum vite est spesist.
Keep him up.
On the victor's path.
this. Let my enemies fall.
Alright.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What can I do? Just... Alright, she's finally getting hit.
My time's running out.
Double crit? What the hell? Ugh. You're at 1 HP.
Can't
Oh my
catch my
god.
breath. What do I have to lose?
I'm angry that that was.
Moving fast. I need healing.
Of course. I think, yeah, he's dead. Oh,
Please help me.
Of course.
there we go. Oh my god, there's a ladder there. Of course.
Victory is assured.
Alright. What can I do as bonus actions?
Swiftly now.
try one more time. Okay. That is a hard boss fight, by the way. Like, really hard.
New sounds.
You know these words. They are from.
Come on.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much.
You do not believe it.
Alright. Cool.
Well, my day just improved. Did you?
Ah, excellent choice. This ring is yielding secrets.
Let's be on my way.
If I wanted his, alright, I'm back, by the way. We didn't notice, so I'm probably going to keep that in, but I didn't fight him. I actually did the right option. That still gives me the XP without fighting.
That chair leg could make for a fine weapon.
What is this? Alright, what's my strength? 16. What is this? Bump it up to 19. You know what? We're gonna give that to Will. Gonna equip this.
The pride of the gate.
And now he's one of our best melee people. It's
No rest for the
perfect.
wicked, I see.
Alright.
Let's get going.
Now that we did that,
These boots have seen
kind of the, not the fun, the non-combat way, the non-fun way, we're gonna end things off here. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.